Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Amy's Knit Lab. I am Aimée, the owner and creative director of Bien Aimée, and this is my digital diary, vlog, Knit Lab, podcast, whatever you want to call it, here on YouTube. And I'm joined here every week by...
I'm Julia. Hi, everyone. I work with Aimée at Bien Aimée, where I do communications.
Which is a lot of work because we communicate on a lot of stuff.
We're chatty.
Yes, we are very chatty. We're very chatty. We have a big presence on social media. Julia is in charge of the Instagram, writing the blog post, and our weekly newsletter. Mm-hmm. And it's really nice working with her on that. So today we want to talk to you about my glow vest.
Yes.
It just came out last week.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe it. Oh my God.
I can't believe it's out.
Yeah.
We were very nervous. Our last episode was the day before.
Yeah. The release. And then the release happened and everything went really well. And I feel like it's been well received. I'm very excited to see the glow vest pattern pages that are starting to be, created on Ravelry.
Yeah, and we've received a few orders as well.
Yes.
We see that people are ordering yarn to knit glow. It's just exciting.
Exactly. And today we're going to talk about color combinations for glow.
Yes.
What you probably saw me knitting on this version. It finished it. Ta-da.
Yes, we literally posted about it yesterday.
Yes. It doesn't have a pocket yet because I'm going to start working on the pocket probably this weekend. This is what I'm calling my rainbow glow.
Yeah.
So if you go on to Ravelry, you can actually see the pattern notes about this one.
Absolutely. We have a blog post about it as well that is up on the Bien Aimée blog. And yeah, we've been posting on Instagram about it. So you are able to find all the information about this.
All the details are out there. So do let us know if you have any questions in the comments. But I feel like we try to cover all bases.
All our bases. And all the details will be in the newsletter that goes out on Friday. So if you are a newsletter subscriber and not a fan of social media, that's absolutely fine.
Absolutely. We use our newsletter as the first way to get information about things happening here at Bien Aimée. I know a lot of people think that, Instagram is where you need to go to get information, but we use our newsletter.
Absolutely. And it's the most complete, I would say.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then the second place where we put out news is here on the YouTube channel. So want to say that this is probably our last episode for the next 3 or 4 weeks because we're going to be closing for summer break. And what that means is I close my whole company down for 3 weeks. And so that everybody gets nice time to rest and relax before we come back for la rentrée, which is like back to school, or we call it here back to knitting.
We come back and it's literally knitting season.
Yes, exactly.
We get into, we're always in full knitting mode, I would say.
It's true. We always knit year round. It was really funny. I was on a retreat in Italy a few weeks ago and I was knitting with wool and everybody was knitting with linen or cotton. And one of the attendees was like, do you just always knit with wool all year round?
Yeah.
And I sat there and I thought about it. I was like, I really do. Yeah. I don't differentiate any seasons, but I do know that there's knitters who are very much like when the weather's warm, they knit like cotton or linen, especially on this retreat that I was at. It was really warm. But, the weather hasn't been that warm lately.
No, we had a couple weeks of super hot weather in June.
Yes.
June was very warm, but July has been a bit,
up and down, rainy, overcast. Today is
right
cool.
Now it's cooler. It's so nice.
It is actually. I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. This is the kind of weather that I like because I can wear a little vest. Exactly. So this is like the perfect little outfit for today because it's just cool enough that you want to have a little thing. And so that's kind of why how the design for Glow came to be. It is a vest that has really nice finishings. Yes. I want to say I really wanted to have really nice finishing. So it's got a double knit collar.
I never did double knitting before I knit Glow.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah, so fun.
It takes two times. Magic. It's like 2 times the knitting though, because to get the rows you have to.
It's true. Yeah.
But look at the finishing on this. This is the inside.
Super clean.
and this is the outside of the collar. And so the double knit goes all the way down the front.
And you knit it as you go.
And you're knitting it as you go.
Add your double knit band afterwards.
No. And I have a special technique that I integrated into Glow to compensate for the gauge difference between the stockinette here and the double knitting here.
Because the double knit is like tighter than stockinette.
You could probably see that the stitches are smaller and stretched out here versus the stockinette here. So to figure out on this little tip that I added to the pattern, you have to buy my pattern and read it. But I feel like it's a great way to reconcile the gauge difference between the stockinette.
It absolutely works. It blocks out. When you're knitting, you're like, oh, it's a bit, ripply and stuff.
Yeah, and you're like, is this right? And I'm
a couple of our testers were like, I'm getting nervous, and we were like, it will block out. We swear.
And when we say block out, we're not talking about steaming it. We're talking about wet blocking. You have to wet block. And what I do recommend, especially if you knit with like Corrie, is what I use Corrie and Alix for mine, wet block it and let it sit for like 30 or 45 minutes. Just like I used to say when I had oisiveté, I was like, make yourself a tea, set your blocking off, sit down, drink your tea. So the time that it takes you to drink a pot of tea, usually about 45 minutes, it's time to take your knitting out of the bath.
Yeah, it really needs to, especially non-superwash yarns, they do need to sit in there, like get all the water
and get saturated all the way through to the core of the fiber so that it will block out nice and flat. Yeah. Just like this.
And relax the fabric nicely.
Did we add any photos to the blog post to show like before?
No.
Because I have one. Maybe we should do it. Maybe we should do one on blocking Glow.
Definitely.
Because I feel like that's going to be a moment where people are going to be like, what is going on with this pattern? And it's so satisfying because you're knitting it and you're thinking like, what is going on? Why is it all so ripply like this? But then after you block it, it comes out perfectly straight.
Yeah. Like and we took photos of like how we didn't use a ton of pins either.
No.
Just strategically placed blocking cones.
The sweater really just wants to lay out by itself. Exactly. So I do recommend pulling it to the dimensions of your size. So that's what we did.
That's what we did
for this one. And I have to say it came out perfect. This is my second one that I've knit. Well, I knit the pink one halfway and then you finished it.
Yeah.
And then I knit this one, but I feel like I knit this one twice because I blocked it. I frogged it halfway through.
The pink one, you did all the back, one front, and half of the other front, but you frogged it and re-knit it 5 times in order to find, but you had to find the right, like, increase rate and stuff like that. So this one you knit tons and tons, and then this one, the rainbow one, you knitted too long.
Well, I was knitting on and on and on, and I showed it to Julia one day at lunch, and she goes, "Aren't you done? It's not long." I go, "Oh, I don't know."
You were like, "I think I'm about to start the ribbing," and I was like, I think you're past it."
I was like down here.
Yeah, it would have been like down to your.
It would have been a waistcoat like below my bottom. I don't know. I was just into the marling. And
you were just in the zone with that knitting.
I was totally in the zone. But anyways, let's talk about the yarn for Rainbow Glow. So this is probably the version that we get the most questions about. People are asking if we are going to make kits. We are not. We are going to make marling bundles. That's what I'm going to call it. They're going to be called marl bundles. And that means it's going to be the colors that are used with the main color, which I used here was French gray. But when we make these like little bundles like this, that means you can change the French gray out for whatever color you want. So say you want a dark and moody one. Give me that dark blue skein over here. This would be amazing.
Oh, fire.
This would be amazing. So this is Winterfell. So imagine you want the same colors like this, but you want to plug in a dark background. Oh, this would be so good.
Yeah. Fire.
This would be so good. So this is why we do things like yoke bundles, and now we're calling this one a marling bundle. This way you can buy this kit of minis and you can take this yarn and marl it with any other color you want. I bet there's some other colors in the basket.
I would do Sansa instead of French gray, like a light pink base.
So here's the difference between French gray and Sansa.
It's really subtle.
It's got a little bit of pink, but you're going to see that pink hue come out.
Absolutely. Overall, it's going to look even pinker.
Really nice. Really nice. Okay, so going back, my original version is actually, I'm going to have Julia hold the minis up like this. I'll hold this one. I used Vibin, and we included a full skein in the Marling kit of Vibin because we use this one a lot all the way through. And I explained it in the blog post. This is used kind of in between every time I would change colors for these other neons here, just to kind of balance it out. And if you look at my glow from a distance, you can see where it's light pink. The Vibin comes all the way through. And what's really nice too is Vibin has a secondary color, has this pop of neon yellow in it, and it really shows up really well.
It does, yeah.
With the so French bright, gray, which made me really happy because pink and yellow are my favorite colors. And then these minis, I just kind of had them in my office, and I was picking them up, and I was like, "This looks good," you know. And I just kind of threw things together, and those minis plus this equals this. And it's super fun to do. There's no rhyme or reason to the way I did this. I kind of did it in an organic way. I would look at the sweater and say like, oh, I just knit with fluorescent yellow here. So then I would not knit with it for a little while until I was like thinking like, oh, I needs to show up again. Did we talk about how we knit the two fronts together?
Yes.
Okay. So this was something that I felt like I had a moment of brilliance of when I was reknitting this because I wanted the fronts to match. So look how the lines, you can see how they kind of line up because I knit the two fronts together.
Yeah.
Very much in the same optic of knitting two socks at the same time. You'll need two sets of yarn. And you matched
it to the back as well.
I tried.
Yeah, it looks great.
I actually didn't pay attention too much, but look at that neon yellow line right in the middle.
Yeah, and the pink in the middle, and look.
Yeah, I actually did not pay attention to the back at all while I was striping for the front, but it ended up working out really well. So I do recommend knitting two fronts together. It's a little bit slower because you have to manage two sets of yarn, but it was very fun. Very fun.
After that, you're done and ready to join
exactly
in the round. So I was not in the round, but to join the back and front.
Exactly. I was done with the two fronts, and then I could just start from the underarm and just go.
Yeah. And one thing that you did is you didn't always change color at the beginning of the row. Sometimes you change colors in the middle or wherever.
And I think you can see if you look in the back.
So it doesn't look like stripy. It looks like...
So like here, like right here, you got some of this cocoa here. It doesn't go all the way across, I think down here. You can see how the colors don't go all the way across and sometimes just stops in mid-row.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep a kind of organic feeling, and I really loved it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like stripes at all.
Yeah, I love the reverse stockinette side too.
Yeah.
So my advice for you, if you are wanting to knit a rainbow glow like this with lots of little leftovers and minis, just kind of go by the feeling. Hold up your sweater as you're going and say like, okay, I've used this color here. So maybe wait and spread it out with some other colors in between and then use the strong color again. That was kind of my rule of thumb. I also definitely liked certain colors together a lot. So like if you look closely, you'll see like I love Sea Glass and Buzz together. Sea Glass, Buzz, and Vibin. I would always kind of know that these three I would kind of put together. And I really love like Anemone, and I would often put Anemone next to either Cocoa because I just love how these two play together. Or I would put Anemone next to Tang because I just love the purple and the neon orange. So I had definite colors that I preferred to put together by them, you know, with others. Or I had colors that like Flora Morganite, I literally threw in everywhere because it's like one of my favorites.
That's your accent.
And this color was actually a surprise because I kind of picked it up at the last minute. It is cool. I don't play with this color very well, but I actually loved how cool and Fleur Morganite played together. So often whenever I would knit one of these colors, I'd pick up this one right afterwards.
Look at these three neon pinks.
So much fun. So much fun.
Right.
And in between, I would just use Vibin.
So Vibin was kind of your transition color.
Exactly. So have fun. I would love to see your versions of Rainbow Glow. My gosh, this dark version, I'm obsessed. I feel like maybe we need to swatch this to show because this would look like, I don't even.
Yeah.
Amazing. So this is Winterfell.
One of our testers did this and this. No, she did Noir, but Winterfell would look similar with Howl and Sophie.
Oh my gosh, so cool. I can't wait to see it. She's
amazing.
A tester that's based in Japan.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to see her this fall, and maybe we'll do a little glow vest photo shoot together.
For sure. So I looked at the orders that we received for Glow, and I pulled some of the combinations that I liked. So the first one is, I haven't showed you.
These are all a surprise to me, but this is so exciting to see.
We recommended this on our last episode because this is Flex. It's one of our new colorways in the Millennial collection, and we were like, it would look awesome with Lichen. So this is Flex on Alix and Corrie worsted in Lichen.
Whoever you are, I have to see this vest. So if you're watching this YouTube
send us
channel,
an email.
Send us a link or something. We would love to see your vest. Honestly, I want to see all the glow vests. So I'm this is an open invitation to anyone knitting glow. Just tag us. And
tag us, please. Yeah. Please. So this is the first one. I was so excited.
Love it.
The second one was Sansa on Corrie worsted and Alix in Heliodore. So we were out of full skeins. So I had to grab a mini skein, and you can't see it so well. But this would be just like a neutral pink dream. Super subtle
and
speckles.
Very luminous, because the Alix Heliodore is going to bring in a lot of light. Oh my gosh, I love this subtle version.
Obsessed with this pink
Whoever's
version.
knitting this one, please tag us because we want to see.
Please, absolutely. So this is going to be just incredible. And then someone did... Oh, shoot. Actually, I took Corrie, but it's supposed to be Wensley. Anyway, you guys get the idea. Someone took Wensley in Quartz Fumé with Helix in Quartz Fumé. So it's going to look super matchy-matchy, but you're going to have
similar to what I did here.
Heathering, exactly.
The Quartz Fumé on Wensley will be slightly lighter, so there will be a little bit of heathering happening. That's what I did here.
Helix, yeah.
I used Yellow Brick Road Wensley and Yellow Brick Road Helix.
Yeah, I feel like Quartz Fumé is such a good color.
Such a good color.
Looks so good.
Can't wait to see this one. That's a great fall color.
Yeah, I'm obsessed.
Love it.
And the last one is Winterfell on Corrie worsted with Howl and Sophie on Alix. I mean,
whoever thought this idea was brilliant. Can't wait.
Brilliant. Howl and Sophie is going to give you just all of the speckles. And you could hold it with a light color. Honestly, I would also do these two together.
Incredible.
But this is going to be like super mount.
So those are just a few propositions of glow that we've seen some from sales on our online store.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see this vest. So this vest is part of a collective with Bristol Ivy, Catherine Clark, and Nora Gone called Vest in Show.
You guys like, what's it called? Not prank, but, play on words.
We do, and it kind of came out naturally. I was in conversation. So we were at Rhinebeck last year at Jill Draper's event, just talking about, sweaters that we love. And Bristol had a really cute vest on. And I was like, I love your vest. I was like, oh my God, there needs to be more vests in the world. And Catherine was like, yeah, no sleeves vest. And then Nora was like, yeah, we love vests. And I was like, we should do a thing together. So in that moment, we created the collective. And then I don't know, for some reason in my mind, Vest in Show came out of my mouth. And obviously it's from the movie Best in Show. Best in Show, which is a very funny movie. If you've never seen it, watch it. It's a great knitting movie. But it just came out, and then everyone was all like, yay, let's do this. And so we have a collective now called Vest in Show, which is going to be vests from all four of us. And if you knit your vest for Rhinebeck and you come to a Woolen Affair, you'll get to come and have a ribbon awarded to you for being Vest in Show. I think everyone who knits a vest gets from the collection. So you
gets a ribbon.
Yes, gets
Absolutely.
A ribbon. Yes. So the collection is on Ravelry now.
Yes.
And each of the designers have released their own independent pattern. Anemone is the name of Catherine Clark's vest. And
Sign is Nora Gone's, and Nouvelle Vague is Bristol Ivy's. If you go on the Ravelry page for the glow vest, all three other designs are linked at the top in the notes. So.
Great. So you can check that out, support some designers, make some vests. Listen, what was the thing that Bristol said? Twice the fun and
half the knitting and twice the fun.
Exactly. No sleeves. I'm already obsessed. I'm already thinking about my next vest design. It's gonna have stripes, guys. Somebody just left us a comment here. So Yona says, hi from New York. Love your new pattern. I'm having trouble contacting color help at Bien Aimée. I wonder if in the notes you can please place, are you talking about information about glow? Absolutely. So on our Ravelry page, all the notes about this version are there.
Yes. You wrote them.
Yes, I wrote them. And we also have a blog post on our website. So if you go to labubu.com, scroll all the way down the bottom, the blog post is live since yesterday.
Yes. And I will link everything under this episode when it is available on YouTube. So right after we finish recording.
Yes, and we are trying to get our Marl bundles put together for this version. This version.
Yeah, I wonder if you're entering the email address correctly. It's coloradvice@labianaimee.com. I will link as well in the notes.
Yes, that's our free email service that we offer to people knitting with Bien Aimée yarn. If you have any questions about patterns or color, or just want to get in touch.
Yep.
That's a great way to get in touch with us. But yes, we will try to put as much information out about Rainbow Glow before we close this Friday, because we will be gone for 3 weeks and there will be no YouTube and no email response.
Yes.
During that time. So,
but if you look on the Bien Aimée website, all the information is there. Just go on the blog. Everything is linked, so you can just shop directly from there.
Yes. I wonder if I turned my mic on. Oh, I did. Okay. It's kind of funny to see us in the screen with our little microphones.
Yeah, I guess the white is a bit visible.
Yeah.
They're very nice.
Maybe I should have gotten black. Apparently they work very well. So thank you for your feedback on that last week as well.
We're getting profesh.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I'm kind of into it. All right, so we've talked about glow. We've talked about color combinations for glow. Are we going to talk about Labubu's glow?
I haven't. I've only done one side. Labubu has a little rainbow vest as well.
Yes. A little less colors, but it still works really well. I mean,
actually, I copied the 3-color version that's behind us, not the rainbow version.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So here it is.
Yes.
That's my Labubu.
So we're working on Labubu
name. I did one side. I added a few rows, but I don't like it. I think I'm going to frog that side. I think it needs to be something else. I don't know. Or just leave it open.
What if you just do like 3 rows of garter stitch? That might be nice.
Maybe nicer than the... Also, I think I picked up too many stitches.
This is Julia's lunchtime knitting. So we'll have lunch, and then the Labubu will just be sitting there on the table.
Yeah,
and
Labubu is just, he lives here with us.
I should bring mine to work and have them live here too. I'm going to do that.
So that over lunch we can, knit them little clothes with our leftovers.
True story. Okay, after the summer break, I'll bring my Labubus, plural, to work.
I need to bring my second one in. Anyway, so yeah, Labubu has a little glow. We're all gonna wear vests, and so is Labubu.
Yes, very exciting. Very exciting. So should we talk about our whip? So today's episode is going to be rather short. We really wanted to talk about glow, some glow combinations. Just to let you know that this will be the last episode for the next 4 weeks, probably.
4 weeks, yeah. I think we'll be back end of August.
Yes.
We'll have lots to catch up on.
That'll probably be a longer episode.
Yeah.
Because I'm off to Chile next week. I am going to a festival in Chile.
Expo Teje.
I know.
In Santiago, Chile.
And I cannot wait.
And that's literally next week.
Literally.
You're going next week.
Literally next week. I'm leaving on Monday. But this has been over a year in the making.
Yeah.
We've been planning this with Expo Teje. They've been working with me to bring Bien Aimée to South America. I'll be also with my stockist Cordelia. I'm going to be teaching. I'm going to be giving a keynote speech and doing a meet and greet. I'm bringing a trunk show, which I'm looking at the trunk show right now.
We have prepared all the sweaters and shawls that you're going to bring with you. We have to pack your suitcase, and everything is ready on our end.
Yeah, we just need to put things into the suitcase.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The
new clay's over there.
Yeah.
You guys, we made another clay sweater. All right. It wasn't planned that we're going to talk about it today, but I don't want
Aimee just saw it.
I don't want to wait until after the vacation. I knew that it was done, but it kind of left my brain. I had a lot going on this morning.
It's dry.
Yeah. But the clay sweater is blocked. You guys want to
your Rhinebeck sweater.
Yeah. Do you guys want to see it? Or should we hold it? No. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm going to grab it. So here, let's show this one. This is our first one.
So this is, let's say, the original Paul Klee, the one that started it all.
Yes.
You wanted a neutral sweater with yellow and pink color work.
Obviously.
So this is your first one. It is Alix held double in the body in Avoine.
Yes.
And then it's just a mix of different colors in Alix and Helix.
And the first row is actually the same color, Floor Morganite, on Alix and Helix. So you can see a little bit of a difference of the color. It's fun. And I do that as well with Yellow Brick Road. No, I don't use a Yellow Brick Road. I use Sunburst. I chose Sunburst instead because I wanted a little bit of a brighter yellow. But I do love the color play here. And this has been one of my favorite sweaters to wear.
What a great sweater.
Yes. And I'll be wearing this next week when I'm in South America because it is sweater weather.
Yay.
In the Southern Hemisphere.
Yes, you're going towards winter.
I know.
Fun.
I'm actually very excited.
Well, I'm going to England, so it's not going to be very warm either. I'm pretty sure we'll get the same weather.
Let's take a selfie and see, like, what are you wearing today? I'm sure we'll have the same weather. So we made clay version number 1, and we call this the Aimée version.
Yes.
And when we were making bundles last year for this, I got inspired by the logo of the Woolen Affair logo.
Because the colors are so
beautiful. Catherine had made this really beautiful, intricate logo with lots of colors in it.
Lots and lots of colors.
And do I have a water bottle here? No, I don't. I took my water bottle.
No, mine is at home. I use it all the time.
I don't have the logo. Actually, wait, I do have one. Let me grab it.
There's a bit of a glare.
I have this one here.
Yay. Oh, yeah. These are awesome.
So Catherine designed this logo. So beautiful. I mean, already the image is just beautiful. The drawing, the sheep with the flowers, and it's such a Catherine vibe here. And I love the colors that she picked. So based on the colors that she used here in the logo, we made our own version of clay. Ta-da!
Look at this. It is just full. It is jewel tones.
So good. Look at those colors. It matches perfect. And we chose the base of rust because this is a color that I love to hate and I hate to love, or I don't even know what it is. I never think of this.
You don't hate it.
I don't hate it, but I love it on other people, but I feel like I hate it on myself, but not really, because every time I wear it, people always say, "Oh, that's a great color on you." And
jewel tones are great.
Yeah,
for you.
and I think since my hair, I've been dyeing it a little lighter and putting lots of highlights in. I was into it, so I was like, okay, this would be a great color for Rhinebeck, right? And so here is my Rhinebeck clay sweater, and you're gonna see me wearing this all weekend around. Definitely at a Woolen Affair because I designed it off of the event logo. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. And this just came off the blocking mats, and I'm going to be taking it with me to South America. Mm-hmm. Very, very excited.
Looks so good.
So when we get back from vacation, we will definitely be writing blog posts about this and telling you information all about this and how to get the colors if you want to make your own version as well.
Yeah.
Everything that we do here at Bien Aimée, we usually write into the Ravelry page.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's Ravelry project pages for all the samples that we show. I'm pretty sure there's one for this, and if there isn't, there's going to be.
We'll make sure that there is one.
Definitely.
You need to follow my Ravelry account, which is not Bien Aimée. A lot of people think that it's Bien Aimée, but I was on Ravelry before Bien Aimée existed. And my Ravelry is called Put Your Flair On.
Yeah. It's always linked in the notes here.
Yes.
At the top of the notes, I always put where to find us, and I link to our Ravelry accounts.
Perfect. So all my projects are there. And the other day I was looking at all the projects. There's over 500 projects.
It's crazy. It's craziness. You don't have to scroll through everything. You can just search in the little search bar.
Yes, absolutely.
So you can type Paul Klee and find the projects there.
Perfect.
So let's talk knitting.
Let's talk whips.
Whips. What are you working on?
Why don't you start first?
Okay.
I'm gonna get mine
I am
organized
taking
here.
a break from vest knitting because I just finished your pink version that's behind us. I haven't started my version for Rhinebeck. I will do that this summer, but I really wanted to finish one whip. So I have been working furiously on my ranunculus, which I've showed here several times, but
Oh my gosh, you're
it's
almost
fine.
done.
I'm almost done. I literally have 1 inch to knit before the ribbing. I'm at like 22 centimeters or something. I didn't want to do the super long ribbing like Midori says. She says to do 8 centimeters in the pattern, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to copy yours.
Yeah.
And you just did the same amount of ribbing as on the collar, which I did 3 centimeters. So I'm going to do 3 centimeters of ribbing at the bottom. So I just had to add 5 centimeters to where I was. I put a little stitch marker here.
Oh, nice.
And so, where am I?
Your little progress keeper so you can
It's
see where
just
you're going. Yeah,
the same color as my knitting, but gives you an idea. So I'm at 3 centimeters. So I have like 2 centimeters and then I switch to the ribbing. I am using Alix in Vibin and Soyeux in Vibin. So Alix, I only have 1 skein and literally I'm gonna have enough for the whole sweater. Soyeux, I just switched to my 2nd skein. And I'm gonna.
We just love this color from the Millennial collection. Vibin really
so full of light.
Yeah.
And look at the fabric that it creates. It's super light, but at the same time, it's not so see-through. I thought holding 2 lace weights together would be super thin.
I think it's the Alix that's like, because my version's like this too, and I was afraid it was going to be transparent, but it's not.
Not at all. It's just, it weighs nothing. Like my sweater is literally going to weigh 150 grams.
Perfect.
So like I'm very excited. This is like my first thing I'm going to finish during my summer break.
And then you have another project to work on afterwards?
I mean, so many whips, so many things.
You need to go back to your Rhinebeck sweater, though.
Yes, of course. Crayola. I have my Rhinebeck jacket to finish. I have my glow vest to knit. Also, I don't know if you remember, but when we did the warehouse sale, I got some skeins of onyx in sari.
Yes,
and I cast on a cherry. I literally did the color. That's it. I did the color work and I stopped.
I think when we get back from summer break, we should do a project check-in.
Oh my gosh.
And then, let's go through everything, because I'm trying to think, because I have some whips that are kind of languishing in the corner in my office. I saw them the other day and I was like, I have that Lento that I've been working on for 2 pop-ups.
Oh yeah.
And it's like done. Like I just need to do the sleeves.
Yeah.
Sleeves. Don't want to do the sleeves.
That's why we do vests now.
Yeah. And I can't really wear that Lento without any sleeves. It will look weird.
Yeah, plus it's really warm, so you're not going to wear it without sleeves.
So we should do a little check-in after summer break.
Sure.
About
let's do that.
Let's like reckon ourselves towards our whips and say like, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to get this.
It's going to be like back to school.
Yeah.
Get your knitting under control.
Absolutely. Well, I started a new whip.
Yes.
Talking about all these old whips that are hanging around.
Yes, but you need travel knitting.
This is a travel knit. So this is what I like to take when I'm traveling.
You're not going to bring a full sweater that needs sleeves.
No, definitely not. It's like I can't even bring the full sweater that needs sleeves to my office, which is like a 10-minute walk from my house. But I did cast on a new project, and I have to have something. So when I travel, I have to have something that will kind of keep me occupied, and it can't be too easy. So I find that knitting socks and things like that is not what I want to knit when I'm traveling. I want to knit intarsia.
You need your brain to be engaged.
I need my brain to be engaged, just also because, the events and things that are happening engage a different part of my brain. And this is something where I can sit down and really like
be creative,
kind of like erase the day away and relax. And so I started a new little bandana design. And I'll never get tired of knitting these bandanas. Look how cute this is.
So cute. I can't.
So I my first idea was we had just got done talking about stripes making a striped glow vest. And so I had stripes on my mind, and I love stripes. I think that's like probably the motif that I own the most of. I mean, look, this is like a faux stripe happening here. So I knew I wanted subtle stripes, and so I wanted Pretty in Pink on Alix. So it's a very subtle pink. It's different than Sansa.
It's a little bit brighter.
It's a little bit brighter. And we had just used it in our Dolce sample, which is right behind Julia.
Let me get it. Oh.
Perfect. This cuteness here. And double with boucle. And I love how it brings in this pink subtleness that the Heliodore would have leaned more towards yellow, and I wanted to have more pink situation. So we held it double with the boucle here. And we had this leftover, and I was like, I'm going to use the leftovers because, I was trying to be yarn conscious, but whatever. And that never really happens. So sometimes I'll just be like, I need this, I need this, I need this. But I wanted this color, and then I was like, I want to make stripes with this, but I want to make subtle stripes. So I picked up Av1. I have to say, I think Av1's my favorite neutral, my favorite warm neutral that we dye. I really love.
So both are color. Alix.
And the base is Alix. And I wanted to make stripes. So I started making a striped bandana. Oh, it looks so cute. And I wanted to do intarsia shapes. And so I'm kind of improvising these intarsia shapes using minis of Kumo. And
yes, we do have Kumo minis online.
We do have a few Kumo minis online. So these colors that I'm using are actually from our online store. So we have them in stock. These right here. And I added in our 2 new Millennial colors, Shook and Flex. I did have to go get full skeins of these because we did not have minis, but we are dyeing minis, and they're gonna be put online when we get back from summer break. So I wanted to also keep myself into 6 colors because
only 6 colors.
It's 6 plus these 2 makes it 8. So trying to be a little bit mindful here, but at the same time, I know that with the leftovers, I already have an idea for another bandana. So I like to take the leftovers from one bandana and then turn around and make it into a new bandana so that you can just perpetually keep using the leftovers over and over again.
You can also keep all your leftovers and do le triangle. Crochet le triangle with all your leftovers. That's what I do. I've been collecting all my leftovers, waiting to do another le triangle.
It's perfect. See, I wanted to take that with me too on South America.
Yeah,
that's too many. There's too many colors.
Yeah,
because you need at least, in my mind, you need at least 11 or 13 colors to be able to make the right mix. I didn't want to carry that much with me.
Yeah.
So it all fits into my handy little
baby bagu
that we made for the pop-up. So this will be my travel knit. It all fits inside of here, and so this will be easy to pack in all of my suitcase.
Keep you engaged and have a fun time knitting it.
Definitely having a fun time. I just did this shape last night while I was watching, what was my daughter and I watching? The new episode of Squid Game. The new season of Squid Game was out, so we were watching that. And yeah, I'm going to keep working on this. So I will probably start snapping some photos on my trip with my knitting, and this
very cute.
Should be written up. We'll start working on it. It depends on how far I get through the summer.
Yeah. Also, we have a list of patterns to work on when we get back for this fall. We have plans. We do. Super exciting plans.
We do have plans. So I'm very excited to show you this cute little cutie.
So cute.
So I don't know. I've been calling it Cutie. So maybe the name of this one will be Cutie.
Cutie bandana.
Here you go. You heard it. Cutie bandana. Yesterday while I was knitting on this, one of my kittens named Monaco. Originally, Monaco was Monica because we thought it was a girl, but then it turned out to be a boy. So now we call him Monaco, and the name is stuck. It's
of course.
Name. Monaco came and dug inside of my yarn bag and just laid inside there. And I go, this is definitely my cat. Because Phoebe does the same thing. Phoebe comes and lays on top of my knitting so that I can't knit anymore. So I will pet her. And so Monaco came.
Stop paying attention to something else than me.
Laid on my knitting. And so I was like, all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, very fun. So the kittens are growing up. I have talked about them here a little bit.
So cute.
They're very cute, but they're very destructive now. I want to say that they're how many months are they? They're 4 months now. They're crazy. They're crazy. Like, they can climb trees, they can climb curtains, they can climb anything. They'll climb
Time to get them adopted.
Yes. So we're going to start moving them along to their permanent homes in August, which will be nice. And we'll go from having 5 cats to only having 3. And that will make a huge difference. So I have to say, anyone who's raised kittens, oh my gosh, I see you. I've done it. I'm never doing it again.
Yeah, it's a big job.
It's a big job. Yeah. So the mama Phoebe, we adopted her and we got her microchipped and we got her fixed. So no, there will be no more kittens. And I have to say, everyone in the neighborhood is really, really excited because they all know Phoebe.
Yeah.
So backstory is Phoebe is this cat who came to us last year in Halloween. She just showed up in our house. I think the cat distribution system was like, you need to go to this house. She'd been living out on the street for the past 2 years, and she'd already had 1 litter of kittens, and she technically belonged to the people like 3 doors down, but they didn't take care of her, and they were very nonchalant about her. So I was like,
and she was just outside anyway.
She was just outside all the time. So I was like, I'm going to take care of this cat. And so then Phoebe and I bonded. Like, Phoebe's my cat. Like, she comes to me, she lays on my chest. She doesn't do the biscuits because I don't think she knows how.
Oh.
I've never seen her do the biscuit thing. I don't know what her childhood was like.
Yeah, c'est clair. Huh?
So she doesn't do this, but her babies do this.
Yeah, of course. That's something they learn to get the milk.
Yeah, but she comes and she will lay like this and put her paws just right here. And it is the cutest thing. So then I'll massage her, and she only does that with me. So
yeah, your cats choose you.
She's my baby Phoebe. Yes, she is. But anyways, I start talking about cats and I kind of lose my mind a little bit. We're all cat ladies in this office here, though. Julia has a cat too.
Yes, Basil. He also chose me. When I kind of chose him as well. But my sister and I have him, but he really is my cat. He sleeps on my bed. He attacks me. I'm his person. He's much nicer to my sister.
It's because you're his person. He can let his hair down. Or
exactly.
Something. Yeah.
He is exactly who he is.
I wonder if my tuxedo cats are going to look like Basil when they grow up. I'm very curious to see them grow older and see.
Well, I think tuxedo cats are always very handsome and distinguished.
Yes, they are.
Very elegant, like gentlemen. But they have, a strong personality.
Yes, I'm learning
very
this.
Strong personality. Mm-hmm. They have this character. Ils ont du caractère.
Oui.
Voilà.
Oui.
Basil is a nice cat a lot of the time, and sometimes not.
It's Basil.
It's just who he is.
It is.
I know how to deal with him. It's so funny because in the morning, Emily usually lets him out on the window. We have like a nice window ledge, and he always asks to go outside to get some fresh air and stuff. Nice. We don't let him run away because he would, and he's not a street cat by any means. But Emily cannot get him to come back in. He stays on the window ledge, but she has to ask me. I'm the one who says Basil, and he comes in.
You know what's happening
straight
there?
away.
I mean, you're the bad cop.
Yeah.
Basil knows, like, oh, I can't do that with with Julia.
I am the one he responds to.
And you know what? Phoebe's like that too. Yeah. I can call her and she'll come, but like other people will call her in my family, and then she's all like,
Emily tries to lift him up, and she cannot. He like, but I can get him and take him in and stuff. So
you're his person.
Yeah, I'm his person.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
I mean, we can make a podcast about cats.
Yes, we can talk about our cats for hours. There's one last thing I wanted to share. I have been doing Tour de Fleece.
Oh,
and so this is my handspun that I spun during Tour de Fleece. I haven't had a lot of time to spin. So I spun this not last weekend, the one before. And it's fiber that you brought back for me from the US that was dyed by Moondrake.
That's that braid of Moondrake?
Yes, it's the braid of Moondrake.
It's so much pinker than I remember.
It looks completely different. Yeah, it had all these, like, you can still see it. There's some green and some blue and some orange and some light red and some pink.
Can we undo it?
Yeah.
Because you were saying that you also spun this thinner than you normally do.
Yes. The weird thing is I still have 230 meters, which is what I always get. It's like my default spin, but I feel like it feels really thin. It feels like a fingering weight.
Visually, it looks thin.
Yeah, I know.
But it's got a very high twist to it.
Yes. There's still lots of little curly cues in it, which usually that kind of, it's not, you don't really block handspun, but you would do like you would do for a sample, for a hand knit. You put it in water. I also let it relax like 30 minutes to 1 hour to make sure it's nice and like wet all the way through and stuff. And then you spin it out and then you snap it. And you also do this thing that's called swacking. You thwack it like crazy.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
And that is supposed to distribute the twist more evenly.
Okay.
But in this one, it had like crazy energy. I put all this twist in it. I don't know why.
Does the energy ever go away, or will it just stays twisted? Like now that it's in this form, it won't relax. Non-spinner here. I'm not a spinner. I tried to spin, but I'm always in awe of people who can spin.
It takes a lot of practice, though.
So beautiful.
It really, really takes tons of practice.
Look at all these colors in here. I can't believe that it's that braid. It looks so different. Beautiful.
Yeah, I really love the overall look.
Love it.
It's funny with spinning. You're never really sure what it's gonna look like once it's done.
I wonder what the gauge on this one. I would love to swatch it, so just to see what the gauge is. Because you know what, this could be an incredible glow. If it was thin enough, like, where's that French gray skein?
It's with you.
Imagine if you did this.
You're right. Oh my gosh.
So pretty.
Maybe it would need double helix instead of Corrie.
Yeah.
Because this has more of a fingering / sport weight, I would say. It is hand spun, so it is a bit thick and thin.
Okay.
Because like the thickest area, I'd say like here.
Yeah, that's pretty thick.
That looks
right
kind
there.
of like a decay.
That's pretty thick.
So I think it would be too thick to hold with a Corrie worsted.
But yeah, if we took
with a sport,
we took French gray helix and held that together, that would be an incredible glow.
For sure.
How many of these braids would you have?
No, I only have one.
Well, if you spun other ones from your stash that are kind of in the same color combination, you can do the same idea as a rainbow glow.
Do a 3-color version.
You can do a 3-color version, or you can just switch back and forth depending
with different hand spans.
Amazing.
Crazy. Yeah, I do have like some other hand spun skeins.
I don't know what you're going to do with your hand spun. I know you.
I don't know right now. I'm just collecting them.
Glow.
Maybe, yeah, for sure. I think the problem will be making sure they're all kind of similar gauge.
Similar gauge.
Similar weight.
Okay.
Colors is fine. I can just.
Well, now that you're spinning thinner, it's like you need to spin some more.
Yeah.
To get this thin gauge, because you weren't doing this last year. Last year you were spinning thicker.
Yeah. I don't know. I am not at a level of spinning right now that I can control that stuff. Like, I'm not going to decide what it's going to look like at the end. It turns out into whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't have enough technical knowledge, but if anyone that knows, let us know in the comments.
I have knowledge. I don't have the
feeling.
The
skills. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, this is beautiful.
But I still make beautiful yarn. That's just, what I want. I love the yarn that I make. She said?
She's like, I make beautiful yarn.
Yeah.
Of course you do. Beautiful pink yarn.
Handspun always looks so good.
It really does. I'm always in awe whenever I see handspun. I'm just like, wow. And that's all, like, when I go to Rhinebeck, that's what I look at the most.
Yeah.
Is handspun yarn.
Yeah.
And there's a handspun maker coming to a woolen affair that I really like.
Yay!
Yeah, Hello Mellow.
Oh yeah.
Yes, her handspun is really beautiful. So.
Fun.
Well, that's really fun. So you're doing Tour de Fleece?
Yeah.
When does it end?
At the end of Tour de France, so next weekend.
Next weekend. Okay.
Yeah, I've been super into the Tour de France. It's so fun to watch.
You've been talking about it at lunch. She's piqued my interest now, so I'm gonna.
Super fun to watch.
I'm gonna look into it.
I'm really enjoying it. Plus, it's really relaxing.
I have like cyclists in my family. Like my brother, he loves to cycle, and he's been talking to me about Tour de France too. And like I have friends who cycle too, so maybe it's time for me to pick up a new sport hobby to watch.
I recommend it.
So
yeah,
but yeah.
When Roland Garros ends, you get ready for Tour de France.
That's great. That's actually great.
That's what I do. Anyway. that's
what we've got going on. I think we've talked about everything. I see a lot of people have joined the chat. Thank you.
So cool. We have 40 people watching us at the moment.
That's exciting. Thank you for joining in. Please let us know where you're from. We always go back and read the chat.
Absolutely.
I'm a little sad to hang up now because this is our last episode before we close for summer break. So one more time, this Friday we close Bien Aimée for 3 weeks, and the YouTube lives will start again in about 4 weeks.
Yes, at the end of August we'll be back, hopefully with lots of finished objects.
Absolutely.
Lots of knitting to show you. We'll bring all our whips and stuff.
And lots of stories to tell you as well, because we're all going to be going on our own respective vacations. I'm going to South America. Julia, you're going to...
I'm going to England to visit my family. And my sister and I are spending a few days in London. It's going to be fun.
I feel like you and Emily need to make a guide to London.
You know.
I say this because they graciously shared their Google Maps calendar maps, like places that they like to go.
I always make like lists in Google Maps and I favorite all these places that I want to visit. And then I do that for every trip. It makes it super easy because
I'm going to start doing this too.
If you end up somewhere, you're like, oh, what did I favorite in this area?
Yeah.
You know, or when you're doing your itinerary, you don't have to do an itinerary. I like making itineraries. Like you can say, oh, first we're going to go there and then we're going to go there. And, you know, just like map it out.
I'm not going to be with them on vacation, but I know where they're going. And every time they've been working on, they add something, I look and I was like, Julie, that cafe looks awesome. I want to go there too.
We went to London together in February. So that's when we shared the list with you. And I've just been adding stuff to that list. It's just more places to visit for the next time you go.
So maybe there will be a Julie and Emily's Guide to London.
There's definitely going to be a vlog, I think.
For sure. I definitely will tune into that, but I'll stay connected to the Google Maps list. So
yeah.
Well, thanks everyone. I hope you guys have a great summer and that it's full of rest and knitting and fun. I see that everyone's leaving us messages. Thank you. We'll be back soon. And we can't wait. I actually am very excited for my travels and I can't wait to get back. Yeah.
Go visiting South America is going to be amazing.
Yeah. Traveling with my son.
Yeah.
And it'll be really fun. It'll just be a mother-son trip.
Yeah.
And
you're going to be teaching at Expo Terre and at Cordelia in Santiago, Chile.
Yes.
That's going to be awesome.
And
then you get time off.
Then I get time off and I'll spend time in Chile and I'll spend time in Argentina. And then I'll be back in Europe.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. I think some time of the summer is going to do us a lot of good. And we'll be back at the end of August with, you know, well rested,
ready to get started for the knitting season.
We have so many plans for the fall.
We really do. So subscribe to our newsletter if you want to be the first to hear things. And we're also going to be doing some more activities and things on YouTube as well. Remember, we had talked about that. So we've got that plan. So thank you for tuning in here. We're aiming to hit 10,000 followers here on Instagram. It might happen while we're away.
Yes.
In August.
We're hoping to hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. If we do,
we're going to have a party, little virtual party with you guys.
Definitely a little giveaway as well.
For sure. It's going to be fun. And it won't be like a one-time thing. I think I want to do it for a few episodes so everyone can participate. So merci beaucoup. Bonnes vacances.
Good trip to Chile and Argentina.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great vacation yourself. And
wishing you all the best for the summer.
Yeah.
I hope wherever you are, it's not too hot, it's not too cold, and you're getting lots of knitting or crocheting or spinning or whatever crafting you do with yarn. And we'll see you soon.
Bye.